In terms of food, it is very different. The main dish that they have down there that's something that you'll eat, 4 out of 5 meals is called guiso. And I think basically translated it means stew. And what it is it's chicken, rice, and vegetables. Sometimes it's noodles instead of rice. And they make it all in the same pot. And it's something that, the first time I ate it, I was like, well, this isn't spectacular, but something that I've sort of come to miss since. And I stay in contact with a lot of the members down there, and I ask them how to make it. So basically what you do is you put you chop all your vegetables up, and you put them in, oil so they get all transparent. And then you put the chicken in there, and then you put the rice on top, and then you put water in, and you kind of let it simmer down until the rice is soft. And, the first few times I had it, I was like, well, this isn't anything special, but it ended up being like one of my favorite things to eat. It's just a hearty meal, and it gets you full, and it really gets the job done. Another thing that they'll eat is called gnocchis, which are potato noodles, and they have those probably... I remember there was a thing they called it Gnocchi Day, and it was, I think, the second Thursday of every month. They just made gnocchis. And that was really good. It was a very similar style. Just instead of rice or noodles, it was gnocchis. And then when it comes to eating out, which missionaries do a lot just because we're accustomed to that sort of culture of, I'm hungry, I'm going to go get food. There aren't like restaurants, here in the States, you can go get a burger, you can get pretty much anything in about 5 minutes. But if you go in Argentina, they have places called comedors, which is just like an eatery. And you go, and it's not as common practice. People don't eat out every day there. But what you get there, you get empanadas, which are delicious. You have either baked or fried. And the 3 main kinds are beef, like ground beef, with like eggs and olives in it. It's really good. Ham and cheese or chicken. And then another big thing is milanesas, which is kind of like country fried steak. It's just breaded either chicken or beef that's fried. And that's really good. You'll eat a lot of that. When you're eating with members, one of the things that you need to remember is, especially in Resistencia, is everyone is low income. So a lot of times what's on the table in front of you is what they have. So if they give you a full portion, eat everything. It's really normal to just go in and, if you clean the plate off completely, they're going to be happy. So, any sauce or anything that's left, they'll eat bread with every single meal. So if it's a guiso, if it's soup, if it's milanesa, they're just going to have a side of bread. And you use that bread to swipe anything off the table, any juices, or off the plate, any juices, any rice, anything left over, try and get that off and just return a clean plate. Obviously they're still going to wash it, but it's just kind of showing, that was great, thank you so much, and it's showing your gratitude. In some ways it's similar to American food. In the White Handbook it says don't eat at street, at carts. So that's a lot of times the most convenient thing, but you're supposed to avoid that. But when it comes to comparing it to American things, I'd say the biggest difference is that for us, the biggest, most important meal of the day is dinner. That's when family gathers around. That's kind of where you recap the day and everything. And in Argentina, it's lunch. Dads will come home from work, kids come home from school, and everyone gets together for lunch. So breakfast is on your own as a missionary, dinner is on your own as a missionary, but lunch is the main meal of the day. We had Krokodil Empanadas, which was actually really good. There's this soup, though, that they make in the wintertime called locro. And I actually really enjoyed it until there was like this big ward branch activity to make locro. And they were showing us everything that went in, and it was intestines and cow foot. And they used the cow foot like as part of the soup to like make it thicker. So it was one of those things that it was like, I would eat it and I'd say, oh, this is really good. But then you watch it be made and you're a little more hesitant to go back for it for seconds and thirds.